from the same developers of Wasteland series. A couple hours ago, these folks revealed a brand new game here going by the name Clockwork Revolution. The company's first attempt at first-person shooters. It's a first-person RPG set in this steampunk world, kind of like the BioShock. However, as the team explains, it's a love child to role-playing games such as Arcanium and the Vampire Masquerades, or rather a mix of the two with a deep world-building system, a great narrative, and an engaging gameplay. Check it out, the game's supposedly coming out for PCs and the Xbox Series X only next year.
If you resist my rule, if you alter our past, if you threaten what I have built, there is nowhere in space or time where I will not destroy you.
Oh no, what did I do?
Any last words before my friend puts one in your scalp?
This might sound a bit unusual, but Starbreeze Studios released and then taken down Payday 3's official gameplay trailer just a few days ago in case you missed it. However, it's out now and you're looking at it. This is a sequel to a first-person shooter, as always, set to release on September 21st this year across all consoles except Switch. The old gang is back, kicking off at a few more heights after previously leaving to go their separate ways at the end of Payday 2. The sequel is actually placed in New York in 2020. I've been hearing some crazy things before, but to no avail until I actually saw this with my own eyes. John Carpenter, the same legend who directed the Thing movie, does other great things, horror movies mostly, is actually developing and directing a first-person shooter zombie survival game called Toxic Commando. Same dude behind Hotline Miami games. Anyway, it's definitely one of the most mind-blowing things I've seen for a while. However, this game is coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles only next year.
I began working on Ferocious a few years ago, with the idea of creating a first-person shooter in a timeless Lost World type of setting.
Moving on, we have Ferocious. Previously titled Project Ferocious, this is an indie first-person shooter that is being created by a single person. It's a semi-open world survival, kind of in the same vein as old Far Cry games, except there is now dinosaurs around. Take a look. Game set to be released rather soon, probably by the end of summer, and it's gonna be coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles only.
A franchise like Far Cry and Crysis. The flexibility of the Unity engine allows us to create unique solutions to some of the environmental features, such as custom water effects and realistic vegetation. Use a mix of photo-scanned and handcrafted assets to create a world both scary and beautiful. However, there are some things waiting for you in the jungle that we couldn't find any real-world references for. Soviet improvise.
Number 5, we've got over here once again Witchfire. The most awaited shooter of the past few years is a dark fantasy first-person shooter from the same folks who previously worked on Painkillers and Bulletstorm. Witchfire has been in development for actually 8 years. It's now scheduled to come out finally on September 20th this year, and to accompany that great news, they released a trailer for it, a gameplay.
How are you feeling? Are you ready to prove yourself worthy? I only need those in high spirits, you know what I mean? Bright-eyed specialist in anything and everything. I'm sick and tired of whining old bastards.
If you missed out on the reveal a couple years ago, at a pretty random event, we came across a Stalker-inspired first-person shooter from an indie developer game called Payday that was only a cinematic and a kind of a short gameplay mixed with the cinematic. However, it's been a while and we finally got a gameplay trail on the thing. This game is now coming to PCs only. We heard early to mid next year, and this is how it looks. This game is a rather MMORPG in nature.
For some unknown reasons, you may possess abilities similar to ours, and would like to check it.
Ghostrunner has a sequel in the making since the beginning of the year. Firewall 5 Games even came out and revealed the trailer for it. Said Ghostrunner 2 is coming to the next generation of consoles only, in addition to PCs, actually within 2023. If you missed out on the original game, just know this is a very fast-paced action game where there's a lot of jumping, dashing, and wall running, besides the shooting.
Weapons hot. Push the package to the delivery zone.
Targeting enemy objective.
Now that said, a couple of months ago, Ubisoft launched a soft beta for XDefiant for a whole week, and it was nothing short of spectacular. If you miss out on the announcement, don't worry, we've got another one coming around this month with crossplay support on PCs in the next generation of consoles only. It's a first-person shooter in case you missed it, an arena-style shooter, and it's from the same folks behind Tom Clancy's series, with the same 5 versus 5 objective-based matches.
Package immediately or fail.
Engage your camo. Do or die time. Stop the package, and that's all she wrote.
We're facing mission failure, Agent.
This has been quite some time as well since we've had a grain of anything in terms of update, but it is here finally. We have Firewall Ultra, a much awaited team shooter exclusive PlayStation VR 2 and the PlayStation 5 exclusive. A tactical shooter, which some of you might remember this, is actually the sequel to Firewall 0 Hour, which was actually one of the best VR tactical shooters ever, or VR shooters in general. Here's a trailer, game set to be coming out on August 24 this year.
Go, go, go! Head to the objective now. Hurry up. Get to the laptop and start the hack.
From earlier this year, although been in development for over 2 years now, off and on, but in case you missed it, this is Instinction, a Tomb Raider inspired almost dinosaur survival sim in an FPS that's being built with the use of Unreal Engine 5 as well, into a open world. Here's a trailer they released for it. This game is now coming to PCs and the both generation of consoles as well in 2025. After quite a bit of anticipation since it was revealed, Ripout is now coming out on PCs in the next generation of consoles only in about 2 months, we hear. If you are new here to the game of talking, Ripout is an online co-op horror first-person shooter where you play in procedurally generated rounds on different ships packed with mutants that can actually regenerate themselves the whole time. It's not just that, the game's actually built with the use of Unreal Engine 5 and it's really packed with budget.
You must be very excited. Only those who bear those beautiful red eyes are chosen.
Luna Abyss just got itself a new trailer after months of reveal, and this thing honestly doesn't stop to amaze me personally, with the showcases these developers are coming up with lately. Y'all remember the game Returnal from last year, the PlayStation 5 exclusive? Well, Luna Abyss is like that in overall feel, about it's a first person and it's a horror mystery. This game is now coming to PCs in the next generation of consoles only in about a few months we hear.
Into the drift. Let me share with you a fragment of my infinite knowledge.
This thing inside of you, it is the key to everything. Space was my second home. My work that mattered. I was the hero. For my nation. For my family.
Moving on, we have Moon Mystery. It's a first-person shooter, or just one with FPS elements, because it seems to be a puzzle game mainly, and an exploration base. Mainly something in the same vein as Boundary, or at least in terms of just combat, where something strange is happening on the moon, and you're the only dude around who can figure the problem and fix it. Moon Mystery is said to be coming out of PCs only, possibly by the end of the year. Here's a new trailer.
From the others. My name is Sam Walker, and I want my life back.
Abyss, on the other hand, is a roguelike as far as my eyes could tell. Is this Bioshocky first-person shooter revolving around the story of this advanced underwater civilization that's on the moon of another planet. Here's the gameplay trailer of it we got just a few days ago. The game is said to be coming out on PCs, probably next generation of consoles as well later on, either by the end of the year or next year. It is also described as a brain-punk FPS, which is somewhere between Steam and Cyberpunk. You can actually wish this the game on Steam. Releasing in less than a week. At number 15 we have Deadlink, currently available on Steam Early Access. This game is a cyberpunk roguelite FPS that gives you the opportunity to take down really money-hungry mega corporations by damaging and revealing their properties and secrets and the masterminds. It promises a very action-packed gameplay besides that, and a very smooth one too, as developers stated. This game's a PC exclusive, it's been in the making for over a year now, and this is really how it looks.
Sorry, son. You're not done yet. Get back in there, Agent.
The skies are always shaded with a cloud cover out here. Locals tend to agree it's some omen about the future.
And last but not least, we've got over here Transience, or Transience. It's a first-person stealth-based shooter, technically assassination game, in which you take on a role of a hired mercenary. In the year 2055, Hudson plays a man trying to find his way out of a debt, and he's going through a rather emotional journey. Here's a trailer, game's set to be coming out on PCs only, possibly other consoles as well, by the end of the year.
Business this side of the dime eventually becomes more about taking the right jobs, rather than simply staying alive. But no one is safe from an accountant.